Hey there, really quick, a weekly 5. I want to tell you 5 things that help me handle stress. Most importantly, stress is a choice. And when you start thinking of it that way, you can really shift how you handle stress and not being stressed all the time. Because stress is one of the biggest things that contributes to disease, to healthy habits, relationships. And yes, stress is always going to be out there. You can't necessarily get rid of it, but how you react to it, if you decide to get stressed out, if you decide to get overly dramatic, anxious, whatever it is a choice. It really is a choice, and it takes practice. I'm not saying you can just flip the switch, but if you tell yourself and use the mindset and perspective, it's a choice, you can work that muscle to begin to not choose to get stressed. But in the moment, 5 things that help me handle like a stressful situation. The first thing I do is absolutely like just pause. Take a deep breath, take multiple deep breaths, but I pause. I try really hard not to react. I'm not great at this, but I'm working on it and I'm getting better. Secondly, I try to get outside, go for a walk, get some fresh air. Being outside, fresh air, and moving makes me feel better. It calms me. So third, I start working on my mind. I pray, I practice gratitude. A lot of times I do this while I'm walking outside because it makes a bigger difference when I do it while I'm moving, but it helps shift my perspective. So if I start practicing gratitude and praying, whatever it is that's stressing me out, usually I can see a better perspective. It's not as big as I think. There's so much more to be grateful for in the big scheme of things. It's very small. This isn't going to matter a year from now, a week from now, a month from now, whatever it is. It shifts my perspective. Fourth, I make sure I'm doing all that I can to solve the problem, whatever it is. What can I do to help this situation? So I try to analyze, am I doing all that I can? And once I know I'm doing all that I can, I let the rest go. Like I truly practice my faith and give it to God. I really try to not have fear about it, anxiety, stress. As long as I'm doing all that I can, I'm able to let the rest go to God and trust God with it. But lastly, I also evaluate, like, how am I taking care of myself right now? Because if I'm getting stressed out, I'm probably not taking care of myself. Have I been in my regular workout routine? Am I getting good night's sleep at night? Am I eating well? Because if I'm not, I'm probably more prone to getting stressed out. So evaluate that. And if you're not doing good, try to get a good night's sleep that night, because maybe you're in a stressful season. Not everything goes away today when we fix it. There's the day-to-day stressful situations. There's the season filled with stress. There's so many. So pause. Take a deep breath, get outside, go for a walk, gratitude, prayer. What can you do to help the situation? Let the rest go and trust God. And are you taking care of yourself? And don't forget, it's a choice. How you get to respond to these situations is a choice. So choose wisely. So that's it. Have a great week.